So let's talk a little bit about some demographics for our district. Who are we? So we have a growing student population. In the year 2016-2017, the Texas Education Agency placed us on a fast growth district list, and we've been on that list for the past 5 years. We have 15 campuses and a student population of 11,405 students. We have 6 elementary schools, and we just passed a bond, and we are building 2 additional elementary schools. We have 2 intermediate schools, that's 5th and 6th grade levels. When we redo when we get our new elementaries on board, we are going to turn those schools into comprehensive middle schools, so 6th through 8th, and we'll have 4 of those, and our elementary schools will serve pre-K through 5th grade. So kind of reconfiguring that model in a couple of years, but for now, for a couple more years, we have 2 intermediate campuses, 2 middle schools, 2 high schools, and we have 3 specialized campuses. You met Mabel Zhu earlier today. She is a rising senior at our early college high school that we call CIRCA, and it specializes in helping kids earn their associate degree while they are completing their high school credits as well. And then we have Gateway, which is our disciplinary alternative school, serves 6th through 12th grade students when they get in trouble, and they really help support them, wrap around them, and get them back in your classrooms as soon as possible. And then we also have Genesis High School as our 3rd specialized campus. That is for students who are overage, perhaps undercredited, that need an alternative graduation plan. They're in a hurry to get it done, and that high school is very successful in helping them meet that goal. Our district has some needs. I'll point out to you, 73% of our students are economically disadvantaged. We have 66% of our students that are at risk, and about 1/3 of our students are emergent bilinguals. So that means if you're sitting here as a high school teacher, chances are, 1 out of 3 of your students are either an emergent bilingual or were in a bilingual program as they were coming up through our school system. We serve 8% of our students in a bilingual program, and I think 12% of our students in ESL. So that is a general kind of overview of our district demographics. I say that not to imply that the work here is challenging. I think work in education is challenging no matter where you are, but kids are kids, right? And they all deserve all of our best. So yes, we have some challenges in terms of our population of students. However, they come to us ready. We invest a lot in having parent liaisons. Our parents really want to partner with us. And this year, post-COVID, it's one of our big charges to re-engage and to re-welcome them back into the school system, right? So you guys are going to help us out with that. So finally, for my section, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, some of the things that make us special. So this past year, we really pushed to have our students, come on site as much as possible. We offered a virtual option for families throughout the year, just like a lot of other school districts did. But one of the things that was very special about our campuses is we made sure that we stayed in contact. And for our families where virtual instruction was not being successful, we really encouraged them to, return back in person. So I would say we ended the year with about 70 to 75% of our students in person. We were able to graduate 816 students this past year across our 4 high schools, and that was just an enormous, success for us. One thing to note is also our special programs. We have tripled our SAT participation at the high school level. Our dual credit participation has gone up 126% in the last 5 years. You noted earlier we have now a coordinator for advanced academics. So we really want to be a destination district where we serve all students, right? And we have access to all programs, including advanced academics for our learners, because they certainly have earned a lot of merits. our CIRCA, or Colorado Collegiate River Academy, is consistently a top-ranked high school in Central Texas. We have earned the highest number of associate degrees at CIRCA. That's including beating out Austin down the road, which is a much larger school district. Our students who start at CIRCA finish with their associate degrees, and that is a strong point of pride, such that U.S. World News Report consistently ranks this high school as one of the top in Central Texas and throughout the state. Bless you. Another point of pride is on the other end of the spectrum, our Genesis High School, which is that alternative school I was telling you about, has consistently increased the number of graduates over the past 3 years. So this is an alternative high school, and one thing that we learned about students is in a pandemic, you know, especially those most at risk, were very hard to kind of get a hold of, but this campus does a phenomenal job of serving the students, of making sure that we get them to the stage at graduation, and that we take care of them. So very excited that they were able to graduate, one of the highest numbers of graduates this past year and for the last 2 years in a row as well. But that's not all there is to Bastrop ISD. We are very excited and proud of our athletics program. We have over 1,000 high school students participating in athletics, over 700 middle school students participate in athletics. We have award-winning fine arts teams. We are in the plans to offer 2 P-Tech academies next year at each one of our comprehensive high schools. So if you're on the Cedar Creek side, they will offer one in manufacturing, right? Because we have Tesla coming around, and we have just a strong need to get our kids skilled in manufacturing so that they're job market ready. So that is coming, and a P-Tech school is just fancy for like a very specialized school where you can earn licensures and almost that dual credit associates that the kiddos are earning at the CIRCA, kind of in that P-Tech, very technical oriented. And then at Bastrop High School, they will have a P-Tech that specializes in health science, another growing field that really needs, has a demand in the job force. So we really want to get our kiddos ready for all of those opportunities here in Central Texas. So those are just some points of pride to talk to you about this morning. Once again, welcome to Bastrop ISD. We are very excited that you are with us and glad that you've made this choice.